It's good to see all of you. We are here this afternoon to join the colleagues who have been working very hard from here, uh, from both national government agencies and the county government of Embu, led by Excellency Cecily Mbarire, the governor of Embu, and the entire leadership of Embu County. The Speaker of the County Assembly is here, the local MCA is here, and for us from the national government, the leader of majority is also here in the assembly. But for us in the national government, as you're aware, on 1st of June this year, the Madaraka Day celebrations will be hosted here in Embu County. This is in line with the policy of the government of Kenya to decentralize the celebration and hosting of national holidays across our country. The purpose of decentralization is first and foremost to build national cohesion and national unity so that various parts of our country can feel the warmth by hosting the entire country from time to time. And nothing brings the country together more than national celebrations. National Day celebrations, Mashujaa Day, Jamhuri Day, and Madaraka Day. And as you're aware, the only permanent national holiday, which is permanently in Nairobi, is Jamhuri Day, and there is a reason for that, because of the tradition, which is a military tradition of trooping of the colors, which can only be done from Nairobi. Otherwise, the government intends to continue with this policy so that these other holidays can be held in other parts of the country. They have been held in Nyeri, in Meru, in Narok, in Kakamega, in Mombasa, in Kisumu, in Kirinyaga. They have been in many parts of this country. So, number one is to promote national cohesion and unity. Number two, it's an opportunity also to partner with the county governments to ensure that we improve on the infrastructure that's available in our various counties, as also a way of making sure as many parts of the country as possible have good facilities that can help. For example, when we have international events, including sporting events and other events, they don't need to be held in Nairobi all the time or Mombasa. You can have as many places as possible. And going forward, as Kenya positions itself to host major events, including sporting events, some of these facilities can help us actually win serious international sporting events because we have enough stadia and other facilities in various parts of the country. So that is what brought me here. As you're aware, national holidays and national celebrations are part of our work in the Ministry of Interior. The National Celebrations Committee is chaired by the PS for Internal Security. He has been here severally together with the other colleagues, together with the county government, who are working together to make sure that we are ready for Madaraka Day on 1st of June. Therefore, I also want to add, before I leave that topic, that other than national unity and improving infrastructure across the country, there is also the other reason that when a town or a county like this one is hosting a national event, we take advantage and improve various infrastructures that have nothing to do with where the event will be built. And the governor is here, my sister, Her Excellency Mbaride. She will confirm that there are a few other facilities in the pipeline for Embu. Now that they'll be hosting the nation here, there will be other facilities, including a market and so forth and so on. Another international stadium, bigger than this, and so forth and so on. And for me, I think I'm happy. This is a good policy, um, and I think it should be sustained beyond even this administration. It is good for the country. That's what brought me here. I'm satisfied with the work that has been done here. I want to commend the lead agency that is helping us get this done in the shortest time possible, and that is the Kenya Defence Forces. But I also want to thank the National Housing Corporation and many other agencies of national government and the county government of Embu for the support, the partnership, which has made the pace possible. I am satisfied that the pace is okay, and I should be back around the 20th of May just to make sure we are able to see how it will be like 10 days after when His Excellency the President comes to lead the country in the Madaraka Day. I think that's basically it. Uh, we continue discharging our other responsibilities, and I can assure you now that I'm here, all the other issues of concern are, 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 are on our priority list. Um, you're aware we have a tragedy which has befallen us in Kilifi County. It is a huge, huge tragedy. I think we are yet to come to terms with the seriousness and the gravity of that problem. That process is ongoing. I think today the teams there will be concluding the postmortem of the 110 bodies that were retrieved from the scene of crime. And next week, I think I should be returning there for the resumption of the exhumation process because the experts are telling us we have more bodies uh, in that scene of crime. So I think that is something that we are reflecting on. As I've announced from that corner, um, this is a very bad event, very bad event. It should not have happened, but it has happened. And therefore, we will do what other countries do when they are hurt by bad people. We should do what our country has done in the past when it has been hurt by bad people. And I can confirm to the people of Kenya, when terrorists hurt us some years back, severally, 7, 8 years ago, and lastly, maybe some 5 years ago, certain measures that the government of Kenya put in place since 2014, 2015 towards 2016, those measures have helped us to turn our country for the better. And I want to confirm we remain alert to make sure that our country is free from the threat of terror. Now, we also have the challenge in the Northern Rift Valley and the Upper Eastern Province, former Eastern Province or Eastern Region now, of cattle rustling and banditry and violence and death. Again, we are seized of that matter. We have made some progress, and I want to promise the people of Kenya, the same way we have defeated uh, extremist terror networks, we will also defeat the bandits. But now there is a third threat again, and that is what has happened. Threats which are presented by religious extremism. And therefore, we have decided this event, sad as it is going to be the last one. We will do whatever it takes to make sure that we do not get this kind of harm ever again in our country. That's what the Americans did after the 9/11 attack. That is what Japan did after the bombing of the Tokyo subway in 1995. That is what Britain did after the attack of the London Underground train, where they lost 56 people in 2005. We will not stop at any length. Some of the measures are administrative. We have taken them. We have removed all those people who were in that area of responsibility, not because we are condemning them, but we are asking them to, to stay out so that first we can establish what happened. Number two, we have decided that there must be accountability. This accountability will be in three strands. The first strand is we must ensure we punish all those who did what they did, those who killed our people in a cruel and degrading and inhuman manner must be visited with the worst form of punishment that is available in our law books. We are making good progress. We intend to make further arrests in the coming days. We have zeroed in on second and third tier collaborators to the main perpetrators of the Shakahola massacre, and we will punish them. We will prosecute them with the worst crimes possible, including genocide and all forms of crimes and terrorism. But that is one form of accountability. The next form of accountability, as you are aware today, the president has established a commission of inquiry and appointed a high-level judicial inquiry which will look at that Shakahola incident and assist us in putting together the evidentiary and circumstantial material that can help the DPP net a few more people and help him in investigating and getting accountability of a few more people. That commission has been pronounced today by President William Ruto. At the same time, the president has established today a presidential task force, which is multisectoral, not to look at the Shakahola matter alone, but to look at the whole issue of in that task force. You see the names. We have people from the government of Kenya, Attorney General, Ministry of Interior, and other relevant ministries. But we also have representatives of religious organizations, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Shias, and all manner of people, Catholics, evangelicals, everybody. We have civil society represented, the Law Society of Kenya, Kenya National Commission of Human Rights, and any conceivable stakeholder is part of that task force. They must come with a framework of the policy our country is going to adopt and the regulations, including legislative proposals of what we need to do to make sure people waving Bibles and Korans do not come and commit these kind of crimes in the name of God. People don't hide under the constitutional rights of freedom of worship to kill other people and to commit international crimes. And I know there is going to be a bit of flack and resistance. I want to assure the people of Kenya, as the minister responsible for public safety, it doesn't matter the resistance we get. It doesn't matter who is opposed to reining in on rogue clergy and rogue people hiding under religion. So we hope that task force will do a good job. We must bite the bullet as a country. And those who are threatening us that they know God more than the rest of us, they should know God. We all know God to some level, and nobody has a patent or copyright on God. So that task force will look at the governance issue holistically. The Commission of Inquiry will look at that incident, help with the prosecution and preparatory material for further accountability. And I want to assure Kenyans and also prepare them. It's going to take a bit of time. I know Kenyans want quick action, but if we have to do a good job, it's going to take a few years, quite a number of years for us to get full accountability because of the legalities and so forth and so on. And also the task force, other than helping us with that, will help us with technocratic and administrative accountability. Because for a matter like this to happen, someone either somebody in authority, in government, either knew or ought to have known. And therefore, heads must roll. So there are people we will remove from office. There are people we will admonish based on the recommendations and the findings. There are people we will do what is known in international law as lustration. There are people that we, depending on the levels of responsibility, we not only remove them from office, but we ban them from holding any other public office for the rest of their lives. So that is the broad scheme of things. But there we are. So we are seized of that matter and we are making good progress. And then we had the little problem of political protests. That's my last remark, where people also hiding under the freedom of association want to go and destroy other people's property, loot, and even harm security officers in the process of the right to freedom of association. I have said as follows, and I want to repeat it for the record. There will be no violent demonstration where people are injured, hurt, and property is looted. That kind of demonstration will not be allowed in the Republic of Kenya. And I want to challenge those who are quoting the Constitution. I want to challenge them because I think I have a bit of understanding on constitutional law. There is no right that allows you to go and bring goons to burn somebody's lorry that is transporting material from one place to another for purposes of ordinary business. There is no right, there is no constitution that allows you to bring goons to burn people's matatus. So there will be no violent demonstrations. It doesn't matter what they do. But I'm glad I have seen that has now cooled down, and they have decided to go and do their politics in the institutions that are there to do politics. They should not bring politics in security matters. In the same vein, as I end, we are also telling our security agencies across the country the power you've been given, the weapons that you have, are to protect fellow citizens from harm by bad people, and also to protect yourself from being harmed by criminals. And I have said this, the president has said it. I want to repeat the position of the government of Kenya is that we will stand behind every security officer who uses their firearm to protect the life of citizens or their own lives from criminals. And we will stand behind those officers. They will not be harassed by anybody. The law already provides for the use of lethal force in extreme circumstances to protect life. But at the same time, we are telling our security officers that we must improve on our crowd control methods. And therefore, when we are controlling crowds, when we are managing crowds, people are aggrieved of a matter, they are not armed, they are protesting and chanting and asking to be heard. We must have methods of controlling crowds without using lethal force on unarmed civilians who are protesting or marching. And therefore, in the same vein, any officer who uses their firearms in the process of which lives of citizens are lost will be held accountable individually because they are coloring and distorting the very noble and important role that security agencies do to fight dangerous criminals like terrorists and bandits, and applying extreme use of force in circumstances that perhaps do not merit that use of force. And therefore, I know there was an incident in Wajir we have initiated internal and external investigations. And this is one area where a rogue officer or someone overuses force in a context which was not justifiable. We will take action. And we have no problem even with oversight agencies like IPOA. What I have said before and what my Inspector General of Police has said, even the oversight agencies must also give room to security officers enforcing security in dangerous circumstances, like those that are confronting dangerously armed bandits or terrorists. Those ones we cannot negotiate on what they need to do and what they need not to do. The options are very limited. Other than that, I wish you well. Asanteni sana, nimeshukuru kuwa hapa. Naomba dadangu mstahiki gavana wa Embu Cecily Mbarire aseme jambo, alafu tumalize ndio nyinyi mrudi kazini. Asanteni sana. God bless you. I'm happy to be back in Embu. Thank you very much. Your Excellency Governor, say something. Dear Governor.
My brother and friend, Honorable Professor Kithure Kindiki, who has come to see our level of preparedness for the Madaraka Day celebrations. We are glad that the work is going on very well, and we are also happy that he's satisfied with the pace of the progression that is there in terms of preparedness. We are also glad that he's happy also with the quality, and we have taken note of the proposals that he has placed on the table so that we can take them into consideration as we gear towards the tail end of this implementation. Waziri, I want to assure you that we will be fully ready for Madaraka Day on the 1st of June. We are excited about having visitors in Embu County. Apart from the infrastructure that you're seeing, the stadium that will be a major venue for the event, we are also preparing our hotel industry so that they can prepare their hotels for accommodation, because we are sure to get a very big number of Kenyans visiting the county. So we want to assure them, if you go to the Embu County website, you're going to see the various hotels and their contacts so that you can be able to make advance bookings. And we are also preparing our restaurants in readiness for this great event. Waziri, we also want to appreciate the work that has been done in the county by the national government. As you said, the opportunity to host Madaraka Day comes with a lot of development opportunities for the county. As you've seen, we have this stadium that is near completion. The president will also be doing groundbreaking for the Embu market. Today we have the National Housing Corporation. The MD and the chairman are here. From here, we are going to hand over the site where the first 500 affordable houses are going to be built. Again, the president will have some groundbreaking to do, or laying of foundation stone to do or launch. And then we have had several roads done around the Embu town, and we really appreciate what the government has done so far. Kindly pass our regards and thanks to the president when you get to talk to him. Tell him we are very, very happy. Tell him we are really looking forward to hosting him here with his deputy at the right time. And we look forward to welcoming you back on the 20th of July so that you come when everything is ready and you can be able to give a final word to His Excellency the President. I want to thank the Embu residents for the support they have given us so far in making these projects possible. I want to particularly thank the residents and the traders of Embu town, who we have had to relocate from one place to another to enable us to do these projects that we are doing. We commit that we'll continue to put a human face in those relocations. We are not going to leave you with nowhere to do your trade. We will make sure we give you a place where you can continue to do your business, even as the projects are going on. I want to thank Embu County residents. I want to thank them even for the moral support that we are receiving. And we look forward to a truly great day on the 1st of June 2023 here in Embu County, So let me take this opportunity to welcome the rest of Kenya to Embu on the 1st of June 2023, which is Madaraka Day here in Embu County. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you. Have a good evening.